Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Tuesdays with Terrence. Let's go live on Instagram as well. Let's go live on Instagram. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. My name is H. Terrence Bardui. Some people call me H. Let me fix my sign. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Terrence. Some people call me Mr. Bardui. And if you're from the 767 YT Kubuli, tall is her body, the Commonwealth of Dominica, you call me little boy. But if you're from Point Michelle, aka La Pointe, you call me Luca boy. Dominica made me, Boston raised me, now the South sustains me. Let's go live now. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome, man. I'm so excited. As people are starting to come in, it's Thanksgiving week, and we're just waiting for people to come in as we start our show. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the show is actually being streamed on YouTube, and I can put it on my WhatsApp page as well. So I just want to make sure. Let's see who's coming in. Let me do it. Bardui Financial Services. Make sure we are doing all right. There we go. Tuesdays with Terrence. I can see myself. I am so excited already. So let's make it public, and so we can start doing that. And hope you are doing just fine. Hope everyone's doing just fine. Welcome. Welcome to Tuesdays with Terrence. I want to make sure, though, that I can copy. And for some reason, I'm not seeing where I can copy it. That happens sometimes. But you know what, though? I never fret, because what I know, the important thing I know is that it's time for Tuesdays with Terrence. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the show. Welcome. People are starting to come in. And if you're starting to come in, just say hello in the chat so I can give you a shout out. I'm going to tell you guys where I'm broadcasting from tonight. It looks like I'm in my office, right? But you guys don't know where I'm at tonight. So I'm going to tell you in a little minute. So let's make sure we get everything straight for you. Hope everyone's doing well. There we go. Top fans. I can see who else is on. Welcome. Let's see in the comments if anyone says hello to me. Mr. Arvin Vasa, welcome all the way in Petersburg, Virginia. How are you doing, young man? Hope all is well. People have started to come in on different platforms. Let me check Instagram, see if there's anybody here as yet. Not yet. All right, not yet. Let's go back to StreamYard. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Lisa Griffiths Harris is watching. Oh my God. Peach Goodwill, all the way in Petersburg, Virginia. How are you doing? It's showtime. Man, I'm having some difficulties here trying to put this on my WhatsApp, but I can't do it. But guess what? It'll work out. Don't worry about it. It'll work out. Hope everyone's doing well. How are you guys doing? You ready for Thanksgiving? Everybody ready to eat some food? Huh? Are you guys ready to eat some food this week? All right, I am. Well, I want to say welcome to everyone. I am actually in a secret location. I can't share it yet. So as people are starting to come in, I'm going to play my theme song, and then we can move on from there. All right, let's do this. Let's get the theme song all queued up. You guys are ready? Here we go. Dominica made me, that's where it all began. Island breeze, coconut trees, the heart of my plan. From the hills and the smiles to the songs of the sea, that island spirit molded the person I'd be. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. City lights shining, dreams intertwined. In the heart of this town, I found my way. A licensed financial pro, ready for the fray.
those snowy streets. Learn to stand tall, navigating life, every rise, every fall. From the commons to the brownstones, I made my claim. With every lesson learned, I embraced my name. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. City lights shining, dreams intertwined. In the heart of this town, I found my way. A licensed financial pro, ready for the fray.
Yes. Fix my lighting. Fix my lighting. Yes.
Now the South sustains me with its warm embrace. A community of strength and love in every space. From the bayous to the beaches, I found my place. In this journey of finance, I've learned to chase grace. Dominica made me, Boston raised me high. The South sustains my soul as I reach for the sky. With every sunrise, I'm thankful and free. A licensed financial pro, just being me. So here's to the roots that shaped who I am. From the
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Boston.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
In the South, I stand strong with purpose and pride. Together with my journey, side by side.
I want to welcome each and every one of you to Tuesdays with Terrence. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. I'm recording to you live from Manchester, New Hampshire. I'm actually in New England. For those of you who follow me, on Saturday I was at a funeral in Everett, Massachusetts. One of my friends passed, and we had the funeral. And Saturday night was one of my clients' birthday, and we were there for that. I drove up, and I'm here now in Manchester, New Hampshire with my esteemed client. Now I'm gonna make a comment, say hi to you guys. She's a little shy, but I'm literally in her kitchen. Come over. Can we see you? Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Say hi to the people.
Hello, people.
Everybody say hi to
Welcome
Lisa.
to Tuesday with Terrence.
Lisa and I go back 30 years. And actually, Lisa is the person who gave me my first laptop and also helped me set up my first email address, hfactor4you@aol.com. Back in the 90s, remember when we were at Evergreen Funds?
Yes.
You remember those good days?
Oh,
so today I had lunch with Lisa, and then I met some of her colleagues in her job, then we had dinner, and now I am at her home doing Tuesdays with Terrence. Now, I asked her, can I spend the night in a guest room? She said no. But I'm so excited. Lisa, thank you so much for allowing me to get, and thank you for your business. And Lisa is one of my esteemed clients because she does everything I do. She has a get out of debt. She has an IUL. She has a term. She has a legacy creation. She has an income protection. She's everything I'm doing. She does. She has an annuity. So everything that I do, she's there. So, and she trusts me explicitly. And that is what you cannot buy. So thank you so much, Lisa. Say hi. Say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody. I'm listening.
Hi. So, guys, I'm so excited. Like I said, Lisa's a great friend of mine. We've kept in touch over the years. I remember her late husband. We all played softball in the same softball league together. And we were working at Evergreen Funds back in Boston back in the day. So I was so excited that Lisa said it was okay to do my show from her home, only because that was the only opportunity I can get to see her this week. I had some stuff to deliver for her. And, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put it out there. Lisa is becoming a business partner of mine, slowly but surely. She's going to study, get a license, and then we're going to take New Hampshire by storm. It's cold up here. It's cold. But I'm excited. I'm in New England. I'm home. I was in Beth Amato's watching. I want to say hello to Beth Amato. Beth, I saw your old church in Everett. Remember, I preached there back in the 90s, I think, early 2000, late 90s, early 2000. I drove by there on Sabbath. I was going to a funeral. I saw your old church there, right off of Broadway in Everett. And for all of you, I want to thank you for watching Peach Goodwill, Alvin Vassal, obviously Lisa Harrison, others who are watching. Tonight, we're going to have a great show. Right after this, I have another appointment with Lisa to go over some stuff with her. And then I'll be getting on the road, getting back to Boston. I'll be there for Thanksgiving. I've been up here since last week. Friday, I came up. Can't wait for Thanksgiving. Sandy's flying up on Thanksgiving Day, so we're gonna have a good time. But I'm excited right now. It's just me working, trying to help my clients and people who need my help. So I want to thank those of you for this year. I want to say thank you for your business, every one of you. I want to thank you for those who've been watching the show. I want to thank you for those who like and share my content. Some of you have been my clients since I started the show. Some of you have been my clients before I started this show, and I'm very grateful. But I'm going into my 6th year in February. It will be 6 years. February 4th will be 6 years, and I'm always wondering. I was telling Lisa, birthdays, anniversaries. I don't miss it. Christmas, New Year's. I mean, no matter where I'm at, I do choose as returns. All I need is a Wi-Fi connection, and I can certainly do that. So it's really, really important for me to sustain this. I'm telling you guys, I'm thankful. Last month I was the number one. I found out I was the number one producer for American Classic Agency, the company that cares. I was like, wow. So I have some huge goals for December that I'm trying to work on. There are some clients some of my potential clients were actually furloughed during the lockdown, or the shutdown, if you want to call it that, which it wasn't a lockdown, it was a shutdown. And some of them are now back to work. So after Thanksgiving, I got to reach out to some of them, and there's some people I need to talk to. And if all of these people do what I tell them to do, I'm going to have a great year. But I'm having a great year because God has been good to me. I have my health, I have my family, I have my friends, I have my choosers, returns people, and I'm excited about that. So what are you thankful for this year? Are you thankful for your health? Are you thankful for your husband? Are you thankful for your wife, your children, your grandkids, your grandparents, your church, your job, you know, the government? I don't know. What are you thankful for? Some of you, if you feel inclined, you can put it in the chat. So I'm going to talk about things you should be giving thanks for, and then we'll talk about a little bit about financial literacy as well. But I want to double check in here real quickly. Let's see what the markets did today. I know last week it's been choppy. Oh my gosh! Wow, the Dow Jones was up 664.18 points. So some of you all made some money in your 401k today. The NASDAQ is up 153.59. That's awesome. And the S&P is up 60.76. So that's great news for you people out there. Stock futures are a little change after Dow notches third winning session. That's what the financial reports are saying. But you know what, though, folks? I like looking at these stuff, But the funny thing about it, my clients don't worry about that. I was talking to someone in a different country today who I'm trying to help because his spouse is here, as a friend of mine, and I want to show them some concepts that they can do here as well, not out of the country, but in this country. But what I do know, it's that we got to make sure that we protect our family. Lisa says she's happy. She's thankful for her family and health. Amen. I remember a few years ago, Lisa had some surgery in her foot, and she wasn't well. And we still did business for her. Now I see her. Today she had heels on. I was like, oh, you go, girl. She had her heels on. And thank God. So she's thankful for her family and her health. I'm thankful definitely for my family, my children. I'm thankful for my siblings. I'm thankful for, my wife, most very importantly. I'm thankful for my church. I'm thankful for my clients. I'm thankful for my friends. But most importantly, I'm thankful for the man upstairs who died for me, right? And for you as well. So I give thanks for all of those things. So for this week, as you're planning your Thanksgiving meals, don't just make it about just meals and food, because people are going to eat. Like tomorrow night, I'll be going to, after prayer meeting, I'll be going to like what we call a tailgate. My high school has this thing every year, and all the classes get together. I'm going to go to that. I'm thankful for them. Thankful for that as well. But one of the most important things I'm thankful for is those of you who've placed your trust and confidence in moi, in me. I've said it many times. I'm not the financial professional for everyone. I'm not the licensed financial pro for everyone. But the ones, Lisa, Beth Amado's watching, Peach Goodwill, Alvin, all those people are my clients. Some of you are watching. Some of you, I don't know what you're waiting for. Some of you, you're not ready, and it's okay. It's okay. So all I can say is, you know what? We got to do better. And I think some of you are trying to do that. I'm trying to see if I can still get back that Tuesdays with Terrence on YouTube so I can share it with some people. For some reason, I can't share it today. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not letting me do it. Let's see. It's not letting me do it, but I'll do it later after the show. I'll share it with others. So for those of you who are watching, thank you for tuning in tonight. Let's have a candid conversation. Let's have a candid conversation. It's already 7:16. Uh, where are you in your professional goals and your financial goals? Sometimes we fall off the wagon. You know, I fell off the wagon this year. But guess what? I jumped back on. Sometimes we get so inundated with life, work, family, church, friends. Some of us even allow political situations in this country and other countries affect our thinking. No, 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 no. You got to stay focused and tunnel vision. Focused and tunnel vision. Why do you stay focused and tunnel vision? Is because if you don't do that, you might fall off. Sometimes you even focus and you have a relapse, so you can get a bump in the road. Bumps in the road are not necessarily setbacks. What they are accountability for you. It's giving you accountability. When you see the bump, you're like, man, I've been down that road before. I ain't going there no more. The title of my program tonight is In All Things Give Thanks. What are you thankful for? Are you thankful because you cut back on your spending? There's someone watching. I'm not going to call their name. I know they're thankful for their credit report. They have excellent credit. I remember, when it wasn't all that. And right now, they're in the process of looking to buy a home. Bravo. Bravo. So what I'm saying here, folks, be proud of your small accomplishments, your intermediate accomplishments, your large accomplishments. Sometimes some people, they have to reward themselves for their accomplishments. Now, if you have a tiny accomplishment, right, and all accomplishments are good, I want to make it very clear. All accomplishments are great, but you cannot reward yourself with a Lamborghini for losing a pound. I'm just using that as an example. You can reward yourself for something, but the reward has to match the accomplishment. And you're like, who are you to say that? Now, I'm not telling you not to get a Lamborghini if you don't want to. If you can afford to, get one. But I don't see, because it's just like, when you were in school and you got grades. If you got all A's, that's the best grade you can get, right? But if you got B's and C's, that don't mean you shouldn't be proud of yourself. But B's and C's are not all A's. So what I'm saying to you, your reward must match the accomplishment. And I want to say good evening to Miss Joan Isles, Charles, all the way in the H-Town, Houston, Texas. Hope you're doing well tonight. Folks, it's very important that you stay focused on your goals. Focus on your goals financially. I want to say good evening to Miss Stacy Thomas, all the way in St. Martin. Are you on the Dutch side or the French side? I don't remember. Put it in the chat. So good evening to her as well. So folks, you have to stay focused on your goals, your financial goals. Next year, I'm setting up a goal I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but it's a financial goal I'm setting for myself. It's certain things I want to accomplish, right? But I need to be accountable to me. I need to be accountable to me. But also, you need accountability partners, people that you trust. And there's some people who are watching right now who hold me accountable. They give me motivational texts. They give me, you know, um, if I'm slacking off, if I look tired or whatever, like you need to get some rest, man, because you don't look good on the show. So I admire that. But the key thing here is, are you focused? What are your financial goals? Like I said to you guys, it's almost a new year. Almost a new year. The month ends, I believe, on Sunday, and I think the first of the month is Monday. I think so. What are you going to do differently in December that you did in November? Well, what you need to do is you need to start practicing now. And don't wait for January 1st. You know how people always go to the gym January 1st, but by January 29th, they ain't going no more? No, start on a random day, like today, November 25th. Today's the 25th or the 26th. What's today's date? I can't remember. Whatever the date is, start today. Start today, the 25th. Start today. And then build on that. A lot of people don't want to do that. You know why? Because they have to start at New Year's. You know, you have to start at New Year's. The important things, folks, is simply this: start somewhere, start now. So what I'm gonna do is I was gonna change my background so you guys can see something. I'm gonna try it and see if it'll work. I'm gonna try it during the broadcast to see if it'll work. All right. Yes, it works. Now I'm gonna move away for a minute, right? You can hear me. I'm going to move away for a minute, right? You can hear me, but you see my background? It gives you, see that? It says $5 lottery tickets, $4.95 specialty coffee, $10, you know, going out for lunch. And look at the rest. Look at how much money you could be saving. You see that? So some of you are trying to figure out, how do you save money for next year? You need to cut off some of the things that you're doing. You need to cut off some of the things that you're doing. Spending money, eating out all the time. You know, today I was talking to one of my friends in a different country, in Antigua, as a matter of fact, and they told me, man, I'm home cooking. I like cook food. You know, sometimes it's less expensive to cook at home. And sometimes you can eat leftovers as well, right? I'm coming back. What I'm trying to say to you guys is that you can get financially fit if you choose to, but you don't have to start January 1st. You don't have to. Start now. Start cutting back on some of the things that you're doing. Start cutting back, you know. Thank you, Lisa, for the 25th. Start cutting back, you know. And again, I said, if you fall off the wagon, get back on it. Get back on it, man. You know, we all fall. I think it's Donnie McClurkin have a song, "We fall down, but we get up." You know, in the spiritual connotation, you know, they say the difference between a sinner and a saint is the sinner falls 7 times and don't get up. The saint falls 7 times and gets up every time. So you're gonna have bumps, you're gonna have bruises, you're gonna have different things that's happening every day. Your kids are gonna get on your last nerve. You may have to help them. Your siblings, your spouses get on your last nerve. Your boss. Does anybody have a boss who gets on there? I don't have a boss. You know, with what I do, you know, I run my own thing. There's a great, man, if I have to get a job, it'll probably blow my mind because I have to have a boss. I have to ask permission to go to the bathroom, permission to go get time off. But, you know, if your boss is getting on your last nerve, you know, you got to make sure that, folks, you got to make sure that you are doing the right things financially, spiritually, physically, psychologically. You know, the funny thing about it, if you want to, some people want to save monies, right, over a period of time, but you got to start saving something. If you're saving nothing, you're going to keep making the excuse. I remember it was Steve Harvey who mentioned that back in the day, he had a car that was broken and it was in the driveway and it was on bricks. And he keeps saying he's going to get another car. He's going to get another car. And his mother told him, you're never going to get another car with that old car in the driveway. Get rid of it. That'll give you the impetus to get another car. And sometimes what's holding us back in our financial literacy or financial struggles is us. It's us. Being disciplined, folks. Some of you, actually, let me rephrase that. I don't want to pick on anybody. Some of us, we're very disciplined on certain things that we want. Some of you, I know, almost everyone who watches this show works very hard. And you reward yourself with vacations, and you should. And you should. But I also know people who borrow money to go to functions or borrow money to go on vacations. You know what? Save for it. Be so tightwad. When, someone told me one time, like me, right? If you ask me for $10 or $20 and I tell you I don't have it, I literally don't have it. Some people, if you ask them for $10 or $20 and they don't have it, they don't have it for you. They don't have it for you, but they have it. It's the same concept with your savings. No matter what happens, you got to have it for you. Because I've said it hundreds of times. You pay the bill man, the garbage man, the light man, the water man or woman, the mortgage person, the car loan person, student loan. You all are paying everybody but yourselves. I was saying that to someone last night. We pay everybody but ourselves. Why can't we pay ourselves? And when you pay yourselves, you have to stay disciplined, folks. You have to stay disciplined. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There are some times they're going out from the office is going out to a restaurant or place you don't have the money. You ain't going. I'm sorry. I can't go today. Why can't you go? I can't go. You don't have to explain. I think so many times we have to give examples or give excuses or give reasons. Man, no is a complete sentence. Are you going? No. You don't need an explanation. And that's what happens. So what I'm saying here is that this Thanksgiving, while you're having your dinner with your family and friends, ask them what are they thankful for? Are they thankful for how they've been saving? Ask them that question. A lot of us don't do it right. A lot of us don't. And I keep telling people sometimes if I fall off the wagon, I'm like a mechanic. I know how to fix my car. But do you know how to fix your car? If you're not a mechanic, you don't know how to fix your car. You got to take it somewhere, right? So if it's broken, then you don't have the money. But the key here is making sure that you're saving all the time. So when those times come in, the hard times, you have a surplus. Like I told you guys, there's one potential client that sent me a note last Monday and told me after the holiday, we will reschedule. Friday, I'm going to text. I say, Happy Black Friday. The holiday is gone. Let's get this done. And this individual, what they need to do, it's substantial. And it doesn't matter if yours is $1,850,000, 600,000, 500,000. Okay, it's $50. Whatever it is, start somewhere. If you don't start somewhere, you will never get to anywhere. You have to start. And for some people, we try to compare our successes with the Joneses. You don't know what the Joneses had to do. Stop doing that. Stop worrying about your boss, your colleague, your girlfriend, your kids, your spouse. Worry about you. Forget about your neighbor, what they're doing. Think about what is it that you are not doing right. What is it that you are not doing right? So one of the things that I'm trying to do is to recruit people to do what I do. I keep telling everybody, I'm not smarter than you all. Here comes the clicker. I just think I'm better looking. Laugh out loud. I say that to everybody as a compliment because, listen, folks, the knowledge that I have, it took me a long time. I've been in financial services since 1985. So I'm going to my 41st year, right? And it didn't mean I always made the right decisions. I made a lot of lousy decisions over the years, although I knew better. But as I get older now, I'm trying to figure out, I know there's some people who don't want to consult me when they're making some of their financial decisions because they feel I'm going to say no or whatever. But I can't make you do anything. It's like I can't make you quit smoking. I can't make you gain weight, lose weight. I can't make you do anything. I can't make you save. Only you are responsible for that. I cannot make you be a nicer person. I can't make you do anything. But what I can do is give you ideas and suggestions. Just like I told you, I was speaking to someone from a different country today who, a friend I haven't seen since I think back in the 90s, I think, to show them some of the concepts that they can use for their family. Why won't you? Why won't you? Why won't you? Folks, stop comparing yourself to Mr. Jones and Mrs. Jones. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know what thing they got going on, right? A little pun intended there. What I'm saying to you guys is this. What I can say to you is this. Start today. Your next paycheck, I don't care if you have to save $1. Save something. I don't care if it's $1. Save something. Now, $1 ain't going to go far in today's age, but it's the principle that counts. Some of you can save $500 a month. Some of you can save $1,000 a month. Some of you can do $1,500. Some of you can do $2,000. Some of you can do $3,000. The important thing is, folks, start somewhere. Do something. Stop buying these lottery tickets and pay yourself instead. Stop buying these Starbucks. Pay yourself instead. Stop spending money on frivolous things that brings no benefit to you. There are some people watching tonight who everything I've told them to do that they could do, they've done. They've done. And I'm so proud of them. I am so thankful to them. They trust me explicitly, and I'll bend over backwards for them. I do. I have this one client, I won't call their name, but they'll know who it is if they're watching. This one client told me they were scared to call me because I'd yell at them. I need to stop yelling at my clients when they don't follow the plan. I need to say, you know what? You had a relapse. There's a hug. Let's get back on plan. And I did that recently. I need to tell people, you know what? Life happens. Things happen in our personal lives, in our family lives, and we fall off the plan. You just have to get back on it. Get back on the training regimen. It's like walking. Like me, I haven't walked in a few days. I mean, I walked in different places, but going in the park with my phone. Health is wealth. I haven't done it in a few days. But it doesn't mean I stopped walking. No, not at all. So what I'm saying to each and every one of you, what are you going to do different in 2020, 2026? I'm going to step away again and look at this. Get financially fit. Get financially fit. You see it? Get financially fit. It's giving you ideas on how to save. It doesn't have to be coffee. Some of you don't drink coffee. Some of you go to the fast food place, the chicken place. Do you have to get your nails done every 2 weeks? You can't do it once a month or every other month. You got to get your hair done every week. Yeah, you look good, but listen, man. If you live a long life, I was just talking to one of my friends who's becoming a potential client. They had a birthday party for their aunt, I think it was. Just turned 90. Are you going to have enough money? So you can see it. Get financially fit. It's giving you some ideas how to get financially fit. It's giving you ideas, folks. And you can do it. You can do it. I can do it as well. 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, whatever you want to save. As a matter of fact, next year, what is your goal? How much money do you want to save? I'm going to tell you mine. Next year, I want to save like $25,000 a month. Save. You're like, if you're saving $25,000 a month, what is your goal? What you want to make? Well, that's not important. But if I do that, I can reach the goals that I'm trying to make for myself. Now, you might say, well, that might not be reasonable. It's possible. I got to grind harder. I got, like everyone who watches my show, I'm going to give you all a challenge. Do you all have friends who are 59 and a half or older? Husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, church members, gym members, book club people. They got money in a 401k or 43B or 457 or TSP somewhere. All of those people are eligible for in-service rollovers. Excuse me. Some companies don't allow you to do it, but most companies allow you to do it. There's people watching now that I've done it for. And being here in New England, I did one recently for a client. It was a substantial one. And I plan to see that client this week. And I'm going to ask that client, who else who works where you work are in the same predicament that I can help. When I do that, folks, I'm not helping me. Yeah, I get paid, but I'm helping you to protect what you have so that when the lean years comes or your retirement years comes, you can never run out of money. So some people says, man, you talk about the same thing every week. What you want me to talk about? I can talk about Jimmy Cliff passing. I could do that. And I'm sad, for his family, great singer. But how's that going to help you financially? If he had all his finances in place, his family will be fine. But how's that going to help you? I can acknowledge it and mention it. Folks, what are you thankful for? I'm thankful for all of you who are watching the show tonight. Every single one of you, I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for all of you who are watching my show tonight. I'm still trying to get it on the I'm still trying to share it, and it won't allow me to. I don't know why. I don't know why it won't allow me to share it. But guess what? I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Some of you keep me like your side piece. You're like, what do you mean, Terrence? What do you mean, H? What do you mean, Havis? Like, you don't want nobody to know. I have a client who told me, hey, tell nobody about me because people are too nosy. I said, we're not going to discuss your business. Tell them about me. Let me help them too. I always said if Lexus was giving out new Lexuses for free, 2026 Lexus, would you tell your mother, your father, your best friend, your kids? After I got mine, I'm telling everybody. And always remember, your information stays confidential. So I was told recently, someone think that I talk too much, I might put their business out. Listen, I don't put anyone's business out about my financial. I have a fiduciary responsibility to protect the innocent. I might talk about hypotheticals, or I may talk about things that I did, but I don't call your name. What troubles me and what I would love to do? I would like for all my clients to do a video with me and talk about me. But you know what? Whether they would do that or not, I'm still going to promote me. For those of you who watch me, I promote myself. I do. I want to say good evening to Miss Carmen Joseph all the way in Antigua. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy belated birthday, man. I was supposed to call you on your birthday. You told me to call you on your birthday, and I did. So, tis, tis, tis. Shame on me. Later this week, I'll give you a call. But the key here, folks, is simply this. Are you protecting what you have? Are you making sure you're saving something for a rainy day? I think I see so many people on social media, and I don't care what you do on social media. It's your page, but what you cannot be doing is not saving and then expecting the world to bail you out. Can't do that. No way, Jose. You can't do that. Good evening, Mr. Wow, our president is on. Mr. Anthony Stewart, man. I missed your live tonight. I was with a client. I'm here in New Hampshire, doing Tuesdays with Terrence. I was at dinner with a client in New Hampshire that I did some business for. But yeah, man, yeah, I was a top producer for October 2025. Yes, sir. Yeah, I give that little accolades, and I need to do more. You know, I'm gonna be in your town pretty soon to help this lady. But folks, this is what we do. We try to get our friends, family, colleagues, people that we meet, strangers, financially fit. And in 2020, in 2026, you can't be doing what you were doing in 2025. You can't be. Because look at me. I'm up here in New England, right? I'm in New Hampshire. I could have said, I ain't doing Tuesdays with Terrence tonight. I want to drive back to Boston, you know, and, chill, go to sleep. And then, tomorrow, I got some work to do, see some clients, and then go different. I could have done that, but no. It's the same discipline you need with your financial literacy. When you got to stay on it, man. You got to stay on it. And for those of you, Sister Mrs. Stewart is on the line. On December 15th, American Classic Agency, the company that cares, you can see my pin. We will be doing a get out of debt workshop. It's only about for 45 minutes. You will watch Netflix and chill. You will watch Lifeline all day, Lifeline or Lifetime, whatever they call it. We watch the games. Like this weekend, I watched my Patriots game. We won. Oh, Mrs. Stewart, congratulations to Dallas. We can watch a game for 3 hours, but we won't spend 45 minutes for financial literacy. We won't. Folks, what I'm saying to you guys is this. We need to do better. I need to do better. You need to do better. And that's why I'm here doing Tuesdays with Terrence from a client's kitchen table in New Hampshire. And actually, that client has decided to join my team. They're like, I can't do this. I say, yes, you can. I say, you're smarter than you're smart. You're way smarter than me. I'm just better looking. I tell that to everybody. People get mad. Well, you want to be good looking or you want to be smart? I want to be smart. I'm just not smart. Folks, there's too many middle American families, not just in New Hampshire or in New England. They're all over Main Street America. They're in Maryland. They're in Michigan, Massachusetts, everywhere, Florida. Last night, me and one of my business partners, Cavell Scott, we helped a family member of hers. And he gets it. I'm going to give you guys a tip that you don't know. You see how it says get financially fit? And this company, one of the companies that I represent, let me give you guys a tip about financial literacy. In the month of December, companies want to get you approved quicker because it's end of year, their numbers. So the companies won't admit that they are more liberal in their authorizations at the end of the year, but I believe they are because I've seen it every year. So what I'm saying to you is, if you've been waiting for some time to make a decision, now is the time. Let's talk about getting you out of debt. You got credit cards, you got a mortgage, you got student loans, you got a car loan, you got a personal loan. Man, let us show you. Let us show you. And if you don't like my approach, I got hundreds of colleagues I can put you in touch with who will take care of you. And it wouldn't bother me. Yeah, I would like for me to be the one to help you, but I might be too brash for you. I might be too strong for you. I might be too confident for you. But I have clients, I have colleagues who are totally unlike me. But I'm not going to change because that's who I am. Who I am has got me where I am right now. I'm not going to change. So I'm not the guy for everybody, but I'm the guy who can help you get to where you want to be. I'm the guy who can help you get where you want to be. Folks, get financially fit now. 2026 is almost here. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I know some of you have reservations. There's some people who've told me, oh, man, I want to do this or I want to do that. And I can think of some of them. I'm not going to put them on blast. But the funny thing about it is, I got to call you and I got to hold you accountable because you're not holding yourself accountable. So it never bothers me when I have to call you and ask you stuff. Now, some of you may not take my call because you're like, he's going to ask me about why didn't I do this right. But, I just want to make sure that you're okay. Are you good? Are you good? We're talking about in debt. You see, debt is a financial cancer, right? And the less debt you have is the more you can put in your pocket. Who's ready to put more money in their pocket? I am. I am. Tonight, when I leave here, after this, I got to go over some stuff with my client, some programs. Like I told you, my client has a good program with me. My client has an IUL with me. My client has a term policy with me. My client has an annuity with me. So that's 4 things. So you see, if you just have one little thing with me, you might not even be loyal. This client is locked into me. They're locked in. They're locked in because they have more than one stuff. And some of you can do the same thing as well. You can have more than one program. And the programs work different ways for different things. So what we're going to do is simply this. We're going to make sure our trajectory for 2026 is different. And for some of you, you're talking about you don't have enough money. We're hiring. Some of you say, well, I can't do this. Of course, if I can do it, anybody can do it. As a matter of fact, I can show you how to get licensed and you don't have to talk to anybody and you make money. All you do is just talk to that person. There ain't no one I'm scared to talk to. Nobody. There ain't nobody I'm scared to talk to about what we do. I'm not a secret. I'm not a side piece. I'm the main piece. I take great pride in what I do. And I try to make sure that I educate. Living benefits is paramount, folks, in 2025. Mrs. Stewart always says, man, we ain't in that final expense business and the GoFundMe business no more. We retired those things. I would like to see, everybody, have a substantial amount of legacy they can pass on for generations to come. The wealthy do it. You can do it too. You don't have to be wealthy to do it. You start with what you can afford, and then you augment it, make it bigger and bigger as time goes on. You can have 1 program, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can have 10 programs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So this Thanksgiving, when you sit around your kitchen table with your family and your friends, ask this question. It'll blow everyone's mind. In 2026, what are you going to do different financially? And then shut up. Don't make it a rhetorical question. Say in 2026, what are you going to do differently financially? And if people want to talk about it, you said, I know a guy. I know this guy. I guarantee you he can help you. He says, well, I'd rather my person be a younger person. He got colleagues who are. I'd rather them to be a woman. I'd rather them to be certain. He got it. Whatever you need, he got it. Mr. Fix It. That's what I am, Mr. Fix It. So in 2026, we're going to get financially fit. I want you to change the trajectory of how you think, how you save. It's right here, right on the screen. I'm going to step away again. Look at it. Right on the screen, it tells you how to save. Cut off some of these things that you're spending on every day and every week and save the money instead. Too many times we want to save money in big chunks. You ain't that disciplined. You ain't that disciplined. You're not going to do it in big chunks. So start in little chunks. Start in little chunks, you know. And as I switch my background so you guys can hear about the company that cares, all I can tell you guys is simple this. American Classic Agency, the company that cares, we out here trying to impact our communities. We have advisors all around the country telling our family, our friends, complete strangers. You know, I met a lady, I met a guy yesterday and a lady yesterday. We didn't talk for more than a minute, but they have my card. Will they call? I don't know. Will they ever call? I don't know. But what I do know is it's my job to spread the gospel, financial literacy, spread the gospel. Good evening, Miss Esther Duran Casimir, all the way on the Dutch side of St. Martin. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Folks, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I talk about this. For some of you, it's later because you're in the Caribbean, you're an hour ahead. Some of you are watching maybe an hour back in Central Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, you know, Mountain Standard Time. Some of you, maybe in Europe or Africa, is different times. All I can tell you is if you have family members in the continental United States, just like I talked to that young guy today, and I said to him, he's not a young man, but I call him a young man. He said, your wife is here? I said, we can help. Whatever you're doing right now over there, we can do it here for you too well. So come our way. You know me, you trust me. First of all, if you don't trust me, let me tell you something. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't trust you, I am not asking you for any advice. Zero. Because I don't trust you. I don't trust your opinions. I don't trust your habits. I'm not asking you jack. But if I do, I'm gonna ask you. And if I think you're credible and your integrity is there, of course I'm gonna ask you. But the key is this: not just asking me. What are you gonna put it into action? Your goals, just like we talk about goals, you got to write them down. If you don't write them down, they're just not really. It's probably just a wish. You're wishing upon a star. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a little bit taller. Man, you can wish for whatever you want. I wish I was richer. I wish I was that. I wish, you know what? Stop wishing about what you are and stay where you are and just make it better. Make it better. If you're short, you can't get tall. If you're tall, you can't get short. But I do know if you gain weight, you can lose weight. I know if you're slimmer, you can gain weight. Folks, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Use your mind to accomplish what you want to do. And let's use your health to create wealth. I was talking to someone yesterday and they were asking me all these different questions. And I said to them, you know what? All the programs, we are non traditional planners. We use life insurance for a plethora of things: college planning, vacation planning, debt elimination, including mortgage, student loans, credit cards, car loans, personal loans, infinite banking concepts. There's a lot more I can mention to you, but I'm just giving you those. Life insurance, there's a plethora of reasons and things you can do with it. But you all are thinking about dying. I'm thinking about you living. I'm thinking about you living, not die. I don't want you to die. I want you to live a long life, but I want you to, to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor. Some of the fruits of your labor. So this Thanksgiving, what you guys having? Remember a couple weeks ago, last month or a couple weeks ago, I put a picture up, and people think it was a baby, it was a turkey in there. So this Thursday, some of you are going to eat turkey. Then after Thanksgiving, you're going to have a smoked turkey, baked turkey, turkey casserole, turkey soup, turkey sandwich, turkey salad. You're going to have all of that. So I want to give you the day off on Thanksgiving, not to think about saving, but I want you to talk about it. I want you to think about it, but I want you to talk about it. You're like, that doesn't make any sense. Ask that question. What are you going to do different when it comes to saving? You want to save some money for 2026? Cut some stuff out. You don't have enough money? Get another job. Do some research. Just like you research that hair, that computer, that car, that home, that dress, that motorcycle, that tool. Research. As a matter of fact, you didn't need to research. All you need to do is tune into Tuesdays with Terrence with Mr. H. Terrence Bardui. And I'll give you, I have the blueprint. I walk by people, right? And I feel sad sometimes. I said, man, I can help all of you all. All of you all. But I may not be the guy for all of you all. And I accept that. But what I do know is this. It's almost 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Manchester, New Hampshire, in a client's home, at their kitchen table, talking to you about financial literacy. I could have canceled this thing tonight, help my client, and get back on the road to Boston. But no, I have to come out here, educate you, tell you what you need to eliminate your debt. Debt is a financial cancer, so you can save more. You need living benefits in case you get sick, critical illness, critical injury, chronic illness, Alzheimer's, terminal illness. You need that. You need to create a legacy. I was just at a funeral on Saturday. The lady was 57 years old. She left two kids and a grandchild. Now the kids are adults. But whenever I hear of one of my friends or family member passes, I always wonder if they put stuff in place. So the best time you should have started planning was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. The second best time is today, and the best time would have been 20 years ago. You can't go back in time, but you have today. My name is H. Terrence Bardui. The show is called Tuesdays with Terrence. And guess what, folks? Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm out here telling you about what it is that you got to do. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Folks, I take great pride in this. Great pride. Great pride in this. You guys see me, I might be cracking jokes about sports or my friends or family online all the time, but I'm serious about, I want to see all my friends and family and everybody who's, even my foes, I want to see them doing well financially. Because what you're not going to do is hit me up. That's what you're not going to do. When I'm trying to teach you ways to start saving and protecting and having. I ain't your get out of jail card. What I want to do is to show you how to be, financially independent and how to protect yourself. Lisa says now is the time. She's correct. Now is the time, folks. Now is the time.
Hi. Connected to.
So again, the show is called Tuesdays with Terrence. My name is H. Terrence Bardui. Some people call me H. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Terrence. Some people call me Mr. Bardui. Some people call me Little Boy. Some people call me Luca Boy from 767 La Puente. In all things, give thanks. I give God thanks for each and every one of you who watch my show and your family members. I give thanks for your friendship. I give thanks for your comments, for sharing my stuff, for watching. I give thanks for that. What do I give thanks for? My family, my children, my friends, definitely my wife, my brothers, my sisters. But I also give thanks that I can come out here and educate you guys. Now is the time. So as I close and I play my theme song, like my mother used to say, don't let too late be your cry. Don't let too late be your cry. Don't let too late be your cry, she used to say. I was like, Mom, what are you talking about? Don't let too late be your cry. That's what she used to say. And I think each and every one of you guys can do better. You can change the trajectory of what you're doing. I want you to change. I want you to get on the right track. I do want you to reach out to me to help you. And I can, but the call is yours. If you like what you heard tonight, like and share my content. If you don't, keep it as it is. I thank you for watching. It's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And all I want to say to you is good night. Good night, everybody. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving. Dominica made me.
Dominica made me. That's where it all began. Island breeze, coconut trees, the heart of my plan. From the hills and the smiles to the songs of the sea, that island spirit molded the person I'd be. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. City lights shining, dreams intertwined. In the heart of this town, I found my way. A licensed financial pro, ready for the fray. On those snowy streets, learn to stand tall, navigating life, every rise, every fall. From the commons to the brownstones, I made my claim. With every lesson learned, I embraced my name. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. City lights shining, dreams intertwined. In the heart of this town, I found my way. A licensed financial pro, ready for the fray.
Good night, everybody. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Now the South sustains me with its warm embrace, a community of strength and love in every space. From the bayous to the beaches, I found my place. In this journey of finance, I've learned to chase grace. Dominica made me, Boston raised me high. The South sustains my soul as I reach for the sky. With every sunrise, I'm thankful and free. A licensed financial pro, just being me. So here's to the roots that shaped who I am. From Dominica's beauty to Boston's Grand Slam. In the South I stand strong with purpose and pride. Together with my journey, side by side.
Good night, everybody. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Tuesdays with Terrence, every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Happy Thanksgiving. Until next Tuesday, make it a great week. One love. And good night from Manchester, New Hampshire. Peace. I'm out. You ready, Lisa?
I am.
Yeah, she's ready. Hasta la vista.